Over here.
Listen, all of you. I have to tell you something. I think I've grown too old to be a gladiator. There'll only be 9 of you next time.
What's that?
Yes, Mirta. Your uncle's become an old man. Did you see what happened out there today? For me, it's not important. But I don't want to be a hindrance to you all. I'm just a dead weight now.
You're joking, Ratius.
You can't abandon us.
Minas is right. We must all stick together. We fight as a team or not at all.
Yes.
What do you mean,
yes.
Ratius? We've all fought together.
Now, please, don't insist. You must realize my decision is final. As of this minute, your captain is Roger.
Are you Ratius?
Yes,
Good. I am Nabateo. Do you know who I am?
of course I do. Where is there a gladiator who doesn't know who is the most important impresario in Antioch?
I was at the circus today and I watched you fighting. You weren't bad at all. My compliments. This youngster above all. I used to be like him, only better. When I used to fight in the arena years ago. But more than anyone else, my applause must be for you, Ratius, for your experience and your brilliant technique. A real lion. To conclude, I want to propose a contract for a series of spectacles I will shortly present in Syria, Phoenicia, and with luck, even Egypt.
We thank you, Nabateo. We shall be glad to fight for you.
Very good, Ratius. I'll expect to see you at my gymnasium tomorrow.
Isn't it marvelous? Good steady work for as long as we want it. What more could you ask for? Woo!
And plenty of food to eat for months and months.
Yes, but what a sweat. It makes me tired just to think about it.
Ah.
I've always wanted to pay a visit to Alexandria. What for? Is the food better there? Oh, Jupiter, pardon him. There's the biggest library in the world, Lectus, you idiot.
Now then, Ratius. From now on, I'm captain. You've made a wise decision there. Your breath is short. Your muscles are getting flabby. Your reflexes aren't what they used to be anymore.
What were you saying about my reflexes, youngster? I'm still your captain.
Move faster. Much faster. Not like that. Give it here.
Good stroke, Nabateo. Here we are.
Well, what do you want?
But you asked us yourself to come here.
I didn't ask anyone to come prying around.
Now, just a moment. Perhaps you forgot, but yesterday you came to the arena, and after the performance, you offered us a contract.
Ah, yes, perhaps. But you see, I've been thinking it over. I don't need you anymore.
Look here, Nabateo. We don't let anyone make fools of us.
Listen, all right, then I was wrong, but it's not my fault. I can't make good the contract. We're full up, see? They're the best fighters in the province, and I've absolutely no reason to book others.
We won't be long in showing you why you should book us. Yesterday, we weren't really doing our best, you see. We all felt that we outclassed our opponents. We're capable of many things. Parius, Sirmio, Methodius, Arminius, show them what we can do. All right, Nabateo. Are you prepared to change your mind about us after all?
Well, I must admit you're remarkably good, but you're wasting your time and mine. It takes more than that to impress me, my friend. Now you've got to go away from here and leave me in peace.
Excuse me a minute. How's that, Nabateo? Do you think that's enough to impress you?
Now I'll teach you a lesson.
Were you speaking to me? There you are. Now we can go.
Be off before I have you thrown out. I never want to see you in Antioch again.
Well, how did it go?
Terrible. We're worse off than before, if that's possible.
But I can't believe it. Nabateo's offer was very precise.
Well, he went back on his word, bald-headed buffoon.
It doesn't make sense. Nabateo's supposed to be an honest man. What could have made him change his mind like that? Boys, come on.
Hey, Gladiators. I have a message for you.
What?
There's someone who wants to see you. He has work to offer.
The beggars in Rome aren't nearly as clever in asking for alms. Here, my friend. Drink to our health.
Thank you, Romans. And you have a drink with me.
Thanks.
Go.
Now then, well, how about it?
My good sir, we will follow you to the ends of the earth for that.
Perfect. Just follow me, but not too closely. It's not far.
We'd follow that purse beyond the pillars of Hades.
Who is she?
She's my niece, Mirta.
I'm sorry, the invitation's only for the Gladiators.
Then you'd better change your invitation. We all stick together.
All right. Follow me.
Are you sure this is where we're supposed to go?
Yes, certainly. But it's this way.
Obviously, I'm obliged to refer to Rome, but I must be perfectly informed first. Ah. So here you are at last. I'm very pleased to see you. I'm sorry, I'm afraid we must finish later. We're not to be disturbed on any account. First of all, you'll certainly want to know who I am and where you are. My name is Publius Quintilius Rufus, and this is my house.
He's proconsul for the emperor in Syria.
I want to offer you a job. I happen to hear that you made an agreement with an impresario in Antioch, but by a stroke of luck, I successfully induced him to break it.
So it's you we have to thank for.
Don't be so annoyed with me. I'm making you a better offer. Better paid, I mean to say. Just about double the fee you would have earned with the other impresario.
What do you mean?
I mean a series of spectacles at Albela, a splendid city in a mysterious oriental country. I have here a letter from our representative in Albela. He will present you at the court of Queen Maluya, who, so they say, is a young lady who is extraordinarily beautiful and will make arrangements for you to perform at court.
Proconsul, I believe that a medal with such an attractive face will certainly have its unpleasant side. For Queen Maluya, we perform in the arena. And for you?
Ah, yes. As I was saying, one of my officers will travel with you. The centurion, Glaucus Marcus.
Please tell me in what capacity. And for what reason?
Well, officially, he will be the 11th gladiator. Naturally, my friends, I didn't choose you without due thought. I know who you are. I know that you are loyal to Rome and that your courage is without question. This way. This is Albela. This is Roman territory. And here are the Parthians, our bitterest enemies. Albela is now a neutral kingdom. But we have reason to believe that Queen Maluya's prime minister has concluded a pact with the Parthian king to allow his armies to pass across the frontier. So you can understand how important it is that I send an unknown man to the capital city so that he can find out exactly what the situation is.
We will accept.
We depart tomorrow at daybreak.
We'll be ready.
Naturally, your niece will not come with us. She'd only be a nuisance.
Now listen, Centurion. I joined my uncle when I was only so high. And nobody's ever complained about me. And if anyone's going to be a nuisance, it'll be you, with your air of a great general.
Wait a moment. If these are your conditions, I'm sorry, but we could never accept them.
Ah, you see, I was right, Publius Quintilius. These men just don't understand discipline, or even orders. I think my own idea was probably safer, to make our own soldiers pass themselves off as gladiators.
Now, just a moment, Rocha. But if my intuition doesn't lead me astray, I'm bound to agree with the centurion. It would be better to leave Mirta here.
But, Uncle...
My wife and I will look after her. She'll be like a daughter to us until you return.
Accompany these men to their quarters.
We'll say farewell tomorrow before you march off.
Don't you think you really ought to have told them of the true object of this mission? And of all the terrible dangers that are involved in it? When they finally come to realize what this whole thing is about, they'll refuse.
Well, that's a risk that has to be taken. But if only a 10th part of what I've heard about them is true, when you are there, they'll do not only what is necessary, but considerably more. It's important, and vitally so, that you become their friend as soon as possible.
It's for your own good. If you want people to take you for a gladiator, this is the way to begin.
Yes, but don't exaggerate. You might hurt the poor little man.
What? I hardly touched him.
We'll really have a problem when he's in the arena with us. We'll keep the naughty men away from Mommy's darling baby boy.
What are you two laughing about, huh?
If the water hasn't cooled them off, we'll have to interfere.
Oh, no. Quickly, give me one.
Stop it. No arms. You know very well that since we passed the frontier, we're supposed to be merely a peaceful caravan.
Look at the leader. He's wearing a mask.
We must look really terrifying to make them ride away so fast.
Wasn't our meat hanging there?
Oh, wait, come on, Why
What
not,
in the... It's almost finished.
Give us back the food you stole.
What did you say?
You've stolen our rations of meat.
You miserable worms, I didn't touch that meat.
Watch out now.
Stop it. What's going on here? This is ridiculous. You're behaving like children, understand? Stop it.
Maybe Leptis is right. It must have been someone else.
Rocha, Uncle Retzius. Achoo! Hello there.
Myrta, what are you doing here?
Now we know who's been stealing our food.
Poor Uncle. Did you really think I'd stay behind in Antioch? A maidservant, huh? Silk dresses and nothing but sewing all day long.
Tell me how you got this far. You've traveled alone for more than a week, Myrta.
I had my guardians. I was right behind all of you. And at night I came very near your camp. You'd have never have found out if my food had lasted and I hadn't needed to steal yours.
And now, what do we do?
Send her back. She returns to Antioch.
You mind your own business.
It is my business, and not suitable for a little girl either.
Ha! You dare to call me a little girl?
Of course. Although your precious companions act as if you were a gladiator as well. But that's natural. You're not even dressed like a woman. You run around like some ragged beggar in the forum.
I hate you. I'll scratch your eyes out. You'll be sorry if you don't.
Although you're really one of the most beautiful young women it's ever been my privilege to see. Believe me, Myrta, I do mean what I'm saying.
Publius Quintilius Rufus has sung your praise, but believe me, as far as I am concerned, he could have saved himself the trouble. We already know of your exploits.
We are most grateful for your patronage and the welcome you have given us. May I ask when we shall perform in the arena?
Since this country's politics have forced Queen Maluya into an alliance with the Parthians, my influence at court has been sadly undermined. But fortunately, the Prime Minister, Prince Arimandro, has a real passion for violence, battles in the arena. Occasionally, when he feels like it, he puts on his own armor and fights in private encounters in his personal amphitheater.
He must be quite a brave man.
Yes, but above all, he's cruel. He takes pleasure not in winning, but in killing. That's the reason he goes into the arena. Men must die to give him pleasure. But there's no point in my going on. You will meet him this evening at court. The Queen has just come back from one of her periodic retreats at the Temple of Isis and is giving a great feast in her honor. You will come with me. Your hospitality, Queen Maluya, is as peerless as your beauty.
It isn't often that I have the pleasure of granting the requests of the representative of Rome. But this time I can, Sextus Pretorius. But I trust I will not incur your displeasure if I use your fine gladiators in a spectacle in honor of my neighbors and good friends, the noble Parthians.
The idea is excellent, Your Highness. Give me permission to complete it with a suggestion that these champions be matched with warriors from Parthia. But I crave your indulgence for these poor, rude peasants if their style is not up to the standards of your Roman arenas. Unfortunately, they are trained to fight against mountain lions and wolves from their very earliest childhood. And only when they have finally killed one with their bare hands do they become gladiators.
Yes, we know only too well the Parthian gladiators' strength. In fact, we use them to train our children.
Who become gladiators only when they have killed one with their bare hands.
My men are anxious to meet at any time anyone you wish, noble Prince Arimandro. And we'll do our best not to disappoint you.
My brother's so hard to please, yet since I saw all of you fighting so splendidly in the arena at Antioch during my recent visit there, I know he'll be more than satisfied by your extraordinary skill and bravery.
I can assure you this is praise indeed from Princess Sollima, who is very experienced. She's present at every performance. She too is most partial to gladiators, but not for the same reasons her brother is.
They're my favorite recreation. But there are 11 of you.
Yes, of course.
At Antioch, there were only 10.
You're quite right, Princess Sollima. But only 10 men fight. I'm an old man now, too old to fight. My job is to assist them with my experience.
Serve these men. Now I want you to enjoy yourselves as recompense for the enjoyment you will provide tomorrow when you fight in our arena.
very clever.
Too clever. I spoiled my chances of fighting in the arena here.
You'll have plenty of other chances. Outside.
Seems to be you she's looking at, you lucky man.
That woman is more dangerous than all the gladiators put together.
Clumsy fool!
Incredible strength indeed, Prince Aramandro. I only say that it's wasted on such a small adversary.
I agree, Gladiator. We understand each other at once. You are amusing. I want to do you a favor. Here. For once, you can have the pleasure of taking a man's life without risking your own.
I thank you very much, Prince Aramandro. It would be a pleasure. But I, too, am proud to consider myself a strong man. I wouldn't waste my strength on him either. To tell you the truth, I don't see anybody in this hall who's really worthy of me.
You are insolent, Gladiator. In this hall stands the strongest man in the country, noble Prince Aramandro.
I know, Your Majesty, but a prince would never fight with a gladiator. I was wrong. It's my turn now, I think.
Stop, Gladiator. That's enough. Stop it, I said.
I'll see you pay for this. You'll be sorry.
That was a most amusing fight. As usual, you've shown your valor and strength. As for you, Gladiator, here is your recompense. And don't forget that no one has ever beaten the noble Prince Aramandro. So save your strength for tomorrow. You'll need it to fight in the arena.
Thank you.
My goodness, not like that.
Well, perhaps I'll do better next time. Now, don't be cross, Mira.
I'm not being cross, but if you can't even put your armor on, what will you do in the arena? You make me so mad. You're as cool as a cucumber. But what does it matter to you? You don't sit and worry in the dressing rooms, do you?
You mustn't worry about me, you know.
Mustn't worry. Why not? A man who's inexperienced puts the whole group in danger.
Who's inexperienced? You don't know me. I'm a veteran campaigner. And believe me, all battles are the same.
But the arena isn't a battlefield, Glaucus. And don't you forget it either.
But the arena can't be as dangerous.
It can be much more dangerous. Anyway, it's different, isn't it, Retius?
You are strong and courageous, but you're a mere beginner. Assure me you will stay close to Roger. You might need his help.
Glaucus isn't a baby, Uncle. He can look after himself. I hope. Good luck. Look after Glaucus, will you?
Of course I will.
Here. Look after yourself.
Mira, I hope this means you consider me something more than a brother.
Don't let anyone enter.
This will be a nice surprise for those Roman dogs.
Wait till they see these.
It'll be child's play to kill them with these trick weapons.
Do not forget, you'll be well rewarded if you succeed in killing them all. And you'll be killed if you don't.
Mirta, what are you doing?
We must warn them, Uncle. The Parthians are planning a trick on us.
I might have known it. Come on. They'll be all right, Mirta. There's no need to worry, dear. Dogs!
No money from you, boys. I was in the arena yesterday, and today you're my guest.
Some wine?
Yes, thanks.
After what happened yesterday, I can't keep silent any longer. You must be told the real reason why we are here. Because without your cooperation, it would be impossible. I didn't come here merely to find out what's happening in Arbella. My mission's more dangerous, and it's much more important. It's Parthia.
If we can get even with those dirty Parthians, count me in.
You'd better tell us what it's all about.
Queen Maluya wishes to speak with you. Only this one.
Perhaps you'll tell us why. Quiet, friends. One cannot refuse an invitation from a queen, especially when it's so kindly given. Wait here and don't worry. If I don't come back, come and find me, all right? After you.
Do you think it's a trap? We should never have let him go alone.
Don't worry. Rocha can look after himself.
Ah, you're here. I sent my guards to fetch you here because I must inform you that I wasn't responsible for playing that trick on you yesterday.
I thought a queen didn't feel the need to justify herself to anyone.
That's quite true. But believe me, I can't bear you to think I would stoop so low as to demean myself like that.
Very well. It isn't your fault. But it seems strange to me that in a city, well, how shall I say, so well guarded as this one, something can happen that you don't want to happen.
I do not have the power you seem to think I have. In my poor country, many things happen without my knowledge, and often against my will. But I believe that I can trust you. I know that you'll be loyal. My life here is not as quiet as it might appear. When I came to the throne, I was far too young and weak. And now the only time I'm contented is when I enter the temple of Isis, alone. There I'm no longer Queen Maluya, but just a woman for a while. I need friends so badly. I would like to be able to count on you and also your companions. No, wait a moment. Don't try to answer me immediately. Speak to your friends first. When you want to see me, show the ring I gave you to one of my maids of honor, and she will bring you to me.
I came to this place to kidnap Queen Maluya and smuggle her into Syria as a hostage for Rome. Well, what do you have to say?
Well, I expect, we've done some very strange things. But it's the first time we've been asked to kidnap a queen. And in her own country, too.
That won't be very easy to do, Glaucus. But couldn't we kidnap the Prime Minister? He's much more unpleasant than she is. And above all, much less attractive.
You must understand that this attractive young girl is in reality a dangerous and ambitious woman. And her ambition could well be perilous to Rome. If her example were followed by other rulers who are now our allies, the destiny of the empire would be in the balance. However, she won't be harmed. We'll just prevent her from harming us. We'd be wiser to go.
Watch out, you oaf!
I'll teach you.
Here, you must drink with us to the health of your fellow gladiators, the valorous Parthians.
I'm sorry, but your wines are bad for me.
Pour it over your head like this, it won't do you any harm.
Glaucus, let us fight. We won't be long. Just a little tiny fight.
To keep ourselves in trim and to stop us from getting rusty.
Come on, Glaucus. Yes? Let's get him, Ed.
Methodius, watch out!
That's the second time they've tried to eliminate us.
If we don't kidnap her, she'll kidnap us and forever.
What are you talking about?
We must kidnap Queen Maloya and take her to Antioch. Right away.
But that's impossible. I was talking to her a few minutes ago. She seemed such a...
Rocha, what did she want?
Well, nothing exactly. At the beginning. But then...
You see? It was only an excuse to get you out of the way, and immediately after, her guards attacked us.
And I... What a fool. I almost believed her.
You Roman dogs. Before long, we'll destroy you. Our armies will overrun your lands. We'll loot and burn your cities.
Our suspicions were well founded.
All right, when do you want to get moving?
First of all, we must study her movements so that we can find out when her guards are farthest away. And then?
I already know the time and the place.
don't understand. Where's the queen?
She's not here, that's clear.
She must be a witch. She's disappeared like magic. They say that the priestesses of Isis have extraordinary powers.
Magic nonsense. This can be explained logically, and we'll find out how, but not now. In the meantime, they're sure to have discovered the guards we knocked out, and they'll be on our trail.
Glaucus is right. Let's get back to Arbella right now.
Have you seen what we'll do to you if you don't speak? Answer me, you fool. Who leads the rebels? Speak! Murderer! Rebellious dog. His men would rather die than speak. Every day he gets more audacious. He frees my slaves under the eyes of the gods. It's too much!
Now, Arimandro, don't be stupid. Your mind won't stop working. Men are available in your prisons, and you know there are plenty. And you replenish the prisons daily with the discontented in Arbella, and these are thousands.
I'm relieved to see you happy. Evidently, the recent news we've had of a new attack by the rebels isn't true, if you can laugh so loudly.
Believe me, that's not so. But fortunately, 6 of these bandits are now in chains in our dungeons. I've given orders for their immediate execution.
That's perfect. But I think it would be better if the execution were held publicly, before the whole population. That way, they will be an example.
An excellent idea, Your Majesty. Actually, the population is getting restive and would profit by a good example.
With Your Highness's permission?
Did the goddess inspire you with the answer I expect?
Isis spoke in favor of you, but made a condition that we put off announcing our wedding officially until after the feast dedicated to her.
But months may pass, and I refuse to be put off any longer. Besides, the situation's developing rapidly.
What did you say?
We've decided to invade the Roman province of Syria.
Decided?
Yes.
By whom?
The Parthians are already marching on Arbella to join with our troops.
But the treaty you signed for me with the Parthians obliged them to consult with us before making such a decision.
Exactly, and I approved it.
Without asking me?
Should I have consulted you?
There are times when your mask of perfect prime minister is so completely natural that I forget that I am only a figurehead.
You should never forget that, Maluya. If you're queen of Arbella, it's only because I have permitted it. And you will continue to reign only so long as I wish you to. And you'll behave accordingly. This country is completely in my power. as it already was before your father's death. And as it continued to be after you came to the throne.
Then why do you want to marry me and become king? You couldn't be any more powerful than you already are.
That's quite true. Well, suppose we just say that I want to legitimize my position for the people of Arbela and begin a dynasty. And besides, you make me crazy with love.
Now I understand, Arimandro. I imagine we better not postpone the wedding. We'll make the announcement tomorrow morning publicly, immediately after the executions.
As you like, Your Majesty. You know that your slightest wish is a command, my queen.
Where are they going?
There's one infallible way of finding out.
What's that?
Go with them.
How could we do otherwise? Mira, what are you doing here?
Stop them! It's a rebel attack!
The Queen is alone.
All right, men, to the horses.
Ratius, you go on alone. Wait for me in the Temple of Isis. I'll join you there as soon as possible.
Have you gone crazy?
I'll bring Sextus Viturius. He mustn't be left behind in Arbela.
That's madness. Don't you realize the risks you'll be running in the city?
He's a fellow Roman, so of course I feel responsible.
What are you talking about?
I understand your surprise, but you must leave with me, and quickly. I'm a centurion acting on orders from the proconsul of Syria. Now that Queen Maloya has been made our prisoner, we must make our way immediately to Antioch. Your only chance is to come with us. It would be madness to delay. You'll be the first to feel the wrath of Arimandro.
Of course. Of course. Thank you. But before departure, I must destroy some documents. Tell me, where shall I find you?
We'll be waiting at the Temple of Isis. I beg you not to delay. We must make our departure during the night.
Don't worry, I won't be long. Here, wear this.
Thank you. We'll be waiting.
Did you hear?
Yes, perfectly.
What should I do then?
Keep the appointment. With Arimandro and his soldiers.
But Sollima, if I do that, I'll never be able to return to Rome. I would be an outcast forever.
We believed that you had decided not to return when you began to accept our gold. A long time ago.
That's unfair, Sollima. If I was a traitor to Rome, it was for you. Because I love you. Not for gold.
Which you never refused. Never mind, we mustn't waste time. Now we must move very quickly. I mean very quickly.
I came as soon as I could.
Did you meet any soldiers on your way here?
At Arbela, the people have rebelled and they've closed the gates. No one can enter or leave. But here, everything's calm.
We'd better hurry up then.
I'm sorry, but we will set you free only when we get across the border.
Stop. Do you hear anything?
No, nothing. That's what's wrong. When we came, the crickets were chirping.
Quick, the women to the temple. Roach to catch. Thanks.
Quickly, into the temple.
Roach, go into the temple. There's a secret passage.
Hurrah! Into the temple, boys!
Get inside. Come on, over here. Attack now.
Forward!
Quickly! Rocha, look over there.
Stop them!
Look out. The Queen, we must stop her.
First, we must stop the Parthian soldiers. Take care of Mira.
Wait for us here.
Watch out, the passage. Let's get away from here. This might collapse too. Well, men, now we can rest for a bit. There's at least 30 feet of stone between us and the Parthians.
Is anyone hurt?
I'm all right. Just a scratch.
Myrta, where are you? Where's Myrta? Myrta! Myrta!
You will pay for them all. Take her away.
Let's go back.
Yes, come on.
No, we can't get out. The ruins of the temple will have blocked the passage. Follow me. Let's try to get out of these caves.
must have covered miles by now. That miserable Vittorius, that traitor.
It's all his fault if Mira's a prisoner and the Queen has escaped.
Isn't it odd that she preferred to escape rather than join Arimandro and his soldiers?
It's even stranger that she saved our lives. She owed us nothing. I don't understand.
Hey, look over there. Daylight.
Daylight!
Come on, let's go. Hurry!
Where are we?
Watch out!
I wonder if they're waiting for his signal.
On your guard, everyone.
Stop! They're friends.
By all the gods! So you lead the rebels.
Under that mask, I've tried to do what I was unable to do as queen. To inspire love of liberty in my people and help them to destroy Armando's tyranny. I must give you terrible news. The forces of Parthia are moving toward our city, where Armando's soldiers are waiting. Together, they'll attack Syria.
We must inform the proconsul. He'll mobilize the legions.
They must try to stop the Parthians before they reach Arbela. I'll move as soon as they are engaged and attack the forces of Armandro, so they will be protected from behind. You must leave immediately for Antioch.
I know what's the matter. Our companion, Myrta, she was no longer with us when we entered the passage. Glaucus, you're the only one who can convince old Quintilius of the gravity of the situation. You have to go. Don't worry. We'll look after Myrta.
I'll send my men to the temple at once. They'll be able to search the area and even enter the city. They're able to pass unobserved. They'll find her. Oh. What have we done to deserve all this suffering? Oh. What have we done? Oh.
By order of Prince Arimandro, we will execute 10 citizens for each soldier killed by the rebels, and will punish with death anyone found in possession of arms or harboring rebels. Come on, be quick!
you found her yet?
Where is she? The girl has been taken prisoner. She's locked in the dungeons.
Come on, boys. We must set her free.
We'll go to the city immediately. Now tell me, what's the situation? Are the gates closely guarded?
Speak. What's wrong in Arbella? Surely you must have seen something.
I've seen too much, Your Majesty. Too much suffering, too many atrocities. Arimandro's unleashed his mercenaries. Every household is mourning its dead.
I must stop Arimandro. We mustn't wait any longer, even if we perish in the attempt. I won't wait for the legions. We'll attack at once.
Very well, Your Majesty.
Is it time already? I'd like this moment of peace and serenity to last forever. By tomorrow, many of my men will be dead.
War is always a horrible thing, but yours is a just war. The future of your whole people is at stake. The people who love you. If only I had listened to my heart and to your words. When we were in the garden of your palace, we might have had time to plan something less risky. You see, it's you I'm worried about, Maluya. I value your life more than my own.
When all of this is over, I hope you'll repeat those words, Rucha. I beg of you.
Move along, hurry. Only women can go through. Men wait over here.
Now, what can we do?
Ah, I'm always the one who has to get you out of trouble. Come on.
This is a very, very hard-wearing material. I can't possibly let it go for less than that.
All right.
Through the gate. Pass inside. All right. You can pass. All right.
Hey, for tough as wine. The innkeeper said it was the best Syrian wine.
Syrian wine?
The best Syrian wine.
Go to it.
Good idea.
Well, well.
Well, it's better than dice. What are we waiting for?
Let's go.
count on precious few good men. By now, the others have been captured or killed. But I know that when you attack with the soldiers, the whole population will rush into the streets to help us.
Have everything ready for tomorrow morning.
You'll stay here with me. I'll hide you until morning.
That's impossible. We've got to get into the dungeons of the palace immediately. Our companion's been taken prisoner.
But the palace is full of guards. You'll never be able to get through.
We've got to get through.
And if we don't make it, well, you know what must be done. But we'll all be here early tomorrow morning. Don't worry.
Wait a minute, Roger. If you're mad enough to try it alone, perhaps there is a way I can help you get into the palace. A few of the prince's soldiers are on our side.
No! Where are those gladiators hiding? Where's the queen?
I don't know.
Where does the secret passage lead to?
I don't know.
Continue.
No! No!
Stop! But did you know they'd been sent by the proconsul of Antioch? Was the queen aware of this? Were they in contact with the rebels?
Answer. By the gods, I'll force it out of you yet.
Quick, up you go.
That way.
I can't imagine how you're going to make it. Between here and the dungeons, there are hundreds of guards, and every single corridor is guarded.
We'll make it. One corridor at a time.
Bring her to.
Perhaps she really doesn't know anything. No one could stand up to a night of such terrible torture.
We'll see. But her silence may only signify that she hasn't reached the limit of her resistance yet. You know women have more endurance than this kind of thing. I think I have a way to make her talk.
Prince! Prince, the whole population's in revolt. Hundreds are heading for the palace.
What's that? Are you mad? You two, go on.
Down with Alejandro! Everyone to the palace!
After the tyrant!
Perhaps this will make you talk. Here, you!
Come on, boys, this way.
Hurry! Let's get away. There's no time to be lost.
No, there's something I must do first.
No! Not that! Not that! No!
You'll die.
No! No! Help!
right, Mira? Here.
Mirta. Mirta. It's all over, Mirta.
You're safe now. You'll be all right.
That's a girl.
Call out all the guards. I want them to crush the revolt and kill those dogs. When the king of Parthia enters Arbela, it must be all finished.
We'll come back. They'll pay for this. This isn't the moment to waste time talking.
The Parthians are coming!
The Parthians?
What's that? What did you say?
I saw them from the battlements. They're only a few miles away.
Come on.
That's impossible.
We'll see about that soon enough.
If it's true, may the gods help us all.
Come on, gladiators. We've got an account to settle with Aramandro. Come on.
Hurry, follow me. There they are.
This one's mine.
The Parthians. Now we're saved at last.
The rebels will soon be swept away like dust.
It will be a bloodbath.
We'll have our revenge.
They'll pay dearly for what they've done to us.
The eagles.
What's that?
Look down there. The eagles. The eagles of Rome.
Progress is coming!
This is the end. We must leave Arbela immediately, while there's time.
Come on.
But Sextus, you're not staying.
It's useless. I'm finished, you know it. You'd best kill me before you go away, dear friend. I shall perhaps find in my death the courage and the dignity I repudiated in my life.
Mira!
This is a very happy day for all your people, Queen Moluia. And if I may say so, there's someone here who has a double reason to be happy.
They are fortunate indeed. I envy them.
But for every woman, there comes that moment.
Not for a queen. For me, that moment has already come, and it has passed me by, I'm afraid. I couldn't keep it.